Hey, it's been an incredible weekend for facial hair in Omaha, specifically mustaches. The nonprofit Mustaches for Kids raised more than $1 million this weekend. Hundreds of people cheered on the contestants. In this case, they are growers of those mustaches. Each participant grew or maintained theirs for the last year to raise money. They're judged in a variety of categories: sweetest stash, the nastiest one, and their First Alert 6's Mike McKnight. He's required to be there, right? He was one of the judges, along with radio DJ Crash Davis and Nebraska Volleyball Hall of Famer Jordan Larson. 4 local charities are beneficiaries of the $1.1 million raised last night. They are the Bay, Book Loop, United Cerebral Palsy of Nebraska, and Youth Emergency Services. Get this, since 2009, Mustaches for Kids Omaha has raised more than $10 million.
McKnight brought a good mustache to the party today. Nice.
He's been working on that for years.
Yeah.